Followed the main sewer line from the museum to the academy. It was the only way to get there alive. If I was gonna die, I'd rather do it inside the academy. Karn had already been there. The fight was over and my friends were dead. The only way we could avenge them was to get the light mass missile beacon from Professor Elliot's lab.
You sure that beacon's there?
One way to find out.
Long shots were the one thing we needed on that bridge. They were the one thing we didn't have.
Enemy spotted!
Yeah, you're kinda dead!
You know what? You've had enough.
I'm a natural!
Go! Look out! On the side! Reaver incoming!
Our Reaver problem just doubled! Other side, incoming! Oh boy!
You want some?
You know what? You've had enough.
Get back in the game! Enemy reinforcements!
Contact! No prisoners today!
I'm back in the game.
You want me to miss? What? Already?
Time to go inside, right? Where the hell are...
Yeah, find the light mass missile beacon, and then get the hell out of here.
The campus had been hit. Hard. If I saw any bodies, I wasn't gonna look too closely. I was worried I'd recognize them.
I hope the lab is in good shape.
Yeah, you and me both.
Got him.
Our old headmaster was so worried about the UIR overrunning Halvo Bay that he installed a campus-wide gas-spraying dead man switch. Well, it had just gone off. We had to hurry.
And that's that. Now where, Cadet?
The Institute for Science and Technology. It's just through that door.
Fire in the hole! These guys sure let you know when you're made of metal.
Don't worry. A clean shot to the head should calm them down.
There's the lab entrance. One more step before entering the lab. The security station. Protocol had never felt more pointless.
Got him.
Inside the lab, the fire suppression system had gone active. Our eyes and lungs filled with flame-away aerosol. That didn't make the fighting any easier.
Locust dead! Every o'clock!
I have trouble!
Just in time. Man, the lab looks different from the last time I was here.
You work here?
I helped test some prototype weapons. Professor Elliot had a crush on me.
Oh, okay.
Well, looky here.
This has got to be it.
It's not moving.
Its restraints are still in place. There should be a button around here.
You're kidding me, right? That's our beacon?
These units are tough, durable, and they can cloak. You'll grow to love it. I thought he could cloak.
Not on Academy grounds. Anti-cloaking fields. We'll have to protect it on the way out.
Bot, can you take us out of here?
bot was in charge. He knew the quickest way out. The Nemesis went right for the bot. Something in its scanning abilities must have set him off. I felt for the little guy.
When the bot beeps and freezes, it means we've got company. He won't move till it's clear.
I think we all knew that, Sharpen your pencils and let's move. Bye. Which way?
Bot, help us out with the door.
What is it, little guy? Uh-huh. Something mean out there? Get ready to kill it!
Going somewhere? Chapter 555.
They're hitting the box!
We're not done yet!
What the hell?
I have never fought so hard for something that beeps so much.
Oh, they're coming in again! Get ready!
Watch it!
Hostiles!
Enemy spotted! You were a mistake! Back in your hole! More incoming! Tracking 555.
Enemy spotted!
Stay down!
You walked into something you could not escape!
Well, looky here. They're picking on the bot!
That looks like all of them. It's back in protection mode, so protect it!
Got a trouble!
Come on, come on!
I know I said this before, but that looks like all of them.
So we're done then, right?
For now, I think.
I was beginning to wonder if that bot really knew the best way off campus. But with no one back at Control to talk to, our only choice was to follow him.
Not your only choice, Cadet. You could have come home.
If you say so, sir. We were out of ammo, so I reached for my snub pistol. We all did.
We hear you, little guy. Hunker down and shields up. Kilo, protect the bot! Bring it on!
Eyes on target!
Defend the beacon!
We passed through this courtyard on the way in. We're almost out of here.
Tripwire crossbow. Ever seen one of these? Does this look kind of like a toy?
That's the Raven we saw earlier.
Yeah, let's scavenge whatever equipment we can. That's all we can do now.
I couldn't understand it. Did you get any of that?
Loud and clear. Guns up!
There's some gear near the wreckage, at least.
Colonel, it looks like Karn's getting serious military assistance from the local fauna. And they've got plenty of morale.
There's gotta be more coming, Kilo. Stay sharp and set up.
Got him. Look what I found. Here's a souvenir.
Coming around!
Enemy spotted!
There's gotta be more coming, Kilo. Stay sharp and set up.
Just in time.
They're coming around!
Enemy spotted!
Look what I found.
What?
Incoming in!
Fire in the hole!
You walked into something you could not stand.
We're not done yet.
Enemy spotted!
Taking fire.
Maybe it's a gun. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Throwing flag!
I need ammo!
Mola!
Enemy spotted! Fire in the hole! My shot, my kill.
Anyone out there?
Back in the fray. Bring it on.
I'll miss you guys.
Revive me!
There's gotta be more coming, Kilo. Stay sharp and set up.
Got him. Just in time.
They're coming around!
Guns up.
There's gotta be more coming, Kilo. Stay sharp and set up.
Got him. Just in time.
Fire in the hole!
Enemy spotted!
Bring it on!
Get out of my shot!
Today.
Come get me!
Throwing flag!
Enemy spotted!
Drop the canvas!
Come on, come on! Fire in the hole! Enemy spotted!
Molar!
Look what I found.
Incoming ink!
I'm down! I needed that. Enemy spotted! Enemy spotted! I need ammo!
Incoming in!
Area clear. After you, little, flying guy.
Someone's gotta name this thing.
We came for the beacon. Now we had it. Our next stop was Professor Elliot's house in Seahorse Hills. I hoped he'd had better luck against the grubs than my fellow cadets.
So, Paduk. Are you here as Major Paduk of the UIR, or Private Paduk of the COG?
Whichever one you like less.
The Open Arms program may have given you our uniform, but you and I remain enemies.
Fine. Let's settle this like enemies then.
Hey, that's enough!
Stand down. You Garaznys weren't known for treating prisoners very well. I'm sure you know nothing about it.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
You don't seem like a man who takes orders. Why even follow Baird?
You might say I had an ulterior motive. Growing up in the UIR, of course I'd heard of the fabled mansions of Halvo Bay, but I never imagined I'd see them like this.
The grubs tore this neighborhood apart.
Your professor lives up here? Are we sure he's still alive?
No, we are not.
We were out of ammo, completely. But we were able to pull a few shotguns from the wreckage of one mansion. Looked like we'd be fighting up close for a while.
For the Horde! The Horde!
Hold on!
Grubs coming in!
Charge! Come get me!
It's gonna get hot.
To the front!
Bring it on!
Get back in the game!
Request aid! Got it.
We need to keep moving. We have a long way to go to Elliot's house.
I got a statue like that in my atrium.
You have an atrium.
That's a carpenter! Take it down! Enemy spotted!
Incoming aid! Oh yeah, let's dance!
Revive me!
Nice!
Anyone out there?
Should have run!
Medic!
I'm down!
You want some?
We had the bot, but we still needed the launch codes for the Lightmass missile. Baird and Sofia's friend, Professor Elliot, was the only one who had them. The grubs had been waiting for someone. Since no one else was around, they were probably waiting for us.
Lieutenant, I think we can get to Elliot through that house.
More for me.
Looks like he went all to pieces!
Crush!
More for me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Grinder! Come get me! No prisoners today!
Now, and weapons.
Barely, son. What's your status?
They've got some big grub out here leading the attack, sir.
Young man, you're fighting animals. Push them into the sea. Do you understand me?
Sir, I don't think...
Do you understand me?
Sir, that thing's got 3 more cedars with him. I think that's what disrupted our communication, sir.
You either hang up and fight, or I'll come out there and shoot you myself!
Sir, but I... No!
Damn it, son!
Looks like Karn just canceled the airport evacuation.
By the time Karn was gone, there wasn't an airplane left in Groznia. The professor's mansion was close. If he was still alive, I figured I'd buy him a drink. Or a dozen. Someone left explosive traps to keep away looters. The trap we hit was on a timer, so we needed to get out of here fast.
Enemy spotted! Down you go. Enemy spotted! Don't let those freaked out grubs charge you! Headshots, Kilo! Enemy spotted!
Looks like he went all to pieces.
We're not done yet!
Request aid!
Citizens, if you have been issued your evacuation papers, have them out and ready to show to your evacuation assistance provider. If you have not yet been issued evacuation papers, please report to the nearest processing center with proof of identification. Citizens holding priority evacuation area will transfer to the harbor. All other evacuees stay in this area for raid and evacuation.
After a little push on some abandoned COG hardware, we were that much closer to the professor's mansion.
Got it.
Somehow, some of the locusts had gotten behind us. We wouldn't last long in the middle.
Grenadiers! Throwing frag! This meeting is over!
We're not done yet!
Good to go! Come get me!
This professor's mansion, it's fighting back?
His home security system. There's no way we'll get past it.
So we came all this way for nothing.
There's another entrance not too far from here. Friends and family entrance, you might say.
So, you must know this professor pretty well.
Well enough. It's this way. What was that?
Barriers down!
Mortars! The grubs are gonna flatten that house if we don't stop them!
Enemy spotted!
I won't forget this.
Side are you on?
Snipers!
Barriers down!
Barriers down!
I'm down!
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good to go!
Heads up, Kilo! We got more incoming!
What now? This meeting is over!
Order! Incoming!
Incoming!
Bring it on! Revive me!
Enemy spotted!
You want some?
My kind of fight!
Medic!
Away with you!
Come get me!
Need a hand!
Oh yeah, let's dance! We got one! 3 more!
Bloodmouth! They keep coming!
We're not done yet!
This meeting is over!
Away with you! Got it.
We couldn't get into the professor's house until we eliminated those mortar squads. Every mortar squad. To get those mortars meant facing two kinds of incoming. They say you don't feel it when a one-shot hits you.
Another mortar! Let's shut him up!
Anyone out there?
Bring it on!
Watch out!
Got the other one! So hot!
Good to go!
One flag!
Hey, you should have done.
Go to God.
There was one left, which was good. I was getting sick of the sound of incoming.
One of our best weapons! Bush is Gorazny for boom!
Another rich idiot filled his garden with sentry guns. Whoever he was, I hope he died screaming.
Good to go!
We got the front wall!
No sign of our last mortar!
He's gotta be up ahead!
Ah, just the grub we're looking for! Pop him, Kilo! Oh yeah, let's dance!
Incoming! No more mortar squads!
But plenty more grubs over there!
Shame! Looks like he went all to pieces!
Cadet, can you take us into Elliot's house now?
Of course, sir. It's through that gate.
More for me.
The truth is, none of us cared how well Sofia knew this professor. But I think we all knew by then that we weren't going to like what we found inside his mansion.
I don't think Elliot's alive.
He might be, Cadet.
Come on. You don't believe that.
No, I don't. You all right?
Hey, his won't be the first body I've seen today.
It was quiet in the professor's mansion. The quietest it had been all day. Then we saw Elliot.
This isn't good. But we still need the launch codes. Try to hack into Elliot's computer.
Dr. Elliot, you have one new message
So that's that.
I'm sorry, Cadet.
He was my teacher, Lieutenant. Whatever else happened, happened.
So, what did happen?
He was married, with kids. I moved on.
Power outage. Outside defense is rebooting. Please wait.
Wait! What's happening?
I don't know. The bot fried something, obviously. He probably broke into the system that way.
Power outage. Outside defense is rebooting. Please wait.
Baird! Your stupid bot broke the house!
The grubs are gonna pour into this place while those defenses reboot. But, hack into the mainframe and grab those launch codes. The rest of you, help me hold them off! That didn't take long.
Power outage. Outside defense is rebooting. Please wait.
Boomers!
Hostile! Die!
Good to go!
Check the range!
This meeting is over!
That's not the end, Kilo. The bot's still vulnerable in that room. We have to give him time to find those launch codes. Set up a perimeter!
door's open!
Good! Heads up, Kilo. The bot's coming to us. The launch codes are in the mainframe.
I thought the codes were in the other computer.
Leave the tech to me, Private Ungrateful, and keep the grubs back! The bot's totally exposed!
Weaponized.
What? Are they bulletproof? Don't try. This meeting is over. What now? Away with you! Come get me!
Charge!
Cowboy! Need a hand! Thank you.
Move on! Throwing frag!
They're hitting the bot!
More for me.
I don't think so.
Hey, got one, baby!
No vengeance today! To the right!
me.
The bot's done here, and so are we. Let's roll.
We had the launch codes, and we left. I was surprised. I kind of liked a few of the mansions I saw today. Maybe when this is all over, I'll take one for myself. Who's left to say no?
Private Augustus Cole. You've been atypically quiet until now.
Y'all, listen up. All we gotta do is...
I assume you actually listen to your crashball coach from time to time?
Crashball? You're not a fan?
Pretend war? No. How are you finding the real thing?
I've been more comfortable.
Then unburden your mind.